Today's passage finished up the allotment of the land to the Israelites, specifically by giving cities to the Levites from within the territories given to the other tribes or allotted to the other tribes. Um, and one thing of note here is that the city of Hebron was given to the Levites as a city of refuge, even though it had previously been listed as being given to Caleb. Here it clarifies that by saying that the fields of the city and the villages around it were given to Caleb, suggesting that the city itself could be given to the Levites without interfering with what was given to Caleb. I'm going to have to study that a little bit and pay attention to it going forward. Later, Hebron becomes King David's capital after the death of King Saul, but before David became king over all of Israel. While King Saul's son Ishbosheth was still alive and ruling over those other than the tribe of Judah. The passage also mentions that two cities from within the territory of Dan were given to the Levites, Eltekeh and Gibbethon. In yesterday's passage, after describing the territory given to Dan, including mentioning Eltekeh and Gibbethon, it said, quote, when the territory of the people of Dan was lost to them, end quote. Now, was that referring to all the territory of Dan or just part of it? Read to me like it was all of the territory of Dan, but perhaps not, because it talks about other land that the tribe of Dan captured and made theirs. But if it was all the territory of Dan, did the Levites lose their cities along with the tribe of Dan losing its territory? And what happened? Did they get other cities in the new territory that Dan conquered? I don't know the answer to these questions, but wanted to make note of them here so that later, I've never thought about them before, and it's something that in the future, when I read this or other passages, I want to have in the back of my mind to think about. And if I don't record them here, I won't. Anyway, after listing the cities given to the Levites, the passage says that the Lord had thus given to Israel all of the land that he swore to give to their fathers, and he gave them rest on every side. After which, Joshua summoned the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh, and sent them home to Gilead and Bashan, east of the Jordan River. He told them to make sure that they kept the commands which God had given them through Moses. He also told them to share their plunder with those who had remained behind, guarding their wives, children, and flocks. This is an important principle, which we see mentioned later when David insists that those who stayed behind to guard the baggage train receive an equal share with those who went into battle. The principle here does not just apply to battle, but to any situation where some go out to obtain wealth while others